I've never had to do an apology video yet. Hopefully I never will, but if I ever had to do one, it would sound like this. Hello guys, I'm sorry for being so cool and funny and handsome. I didn't realize that me being funny had such an effect on you, and that my cool glasses made you feel bad all the time. I will strive to be better than I had before, and maybe take my glasses off sometimes so it doesn't make you feel bad and not cool and insecure anymore. I apologize deeply for my transgressions, and I hope that one day you can forgive me. That's my apology. Let's take a look at everyone else's apologies and rank them, because we have a little bit of a tier list. We're gonna take a look at 8 today and rank them on how bad they were and if they should have made the apology videos in the first place. Let's go.
We're gonna rank YouTube's
Yeah, it's a Sunny V2 reaction. Okay, I like doing Sunny V2 reactions and making tier lists on if they should have done it or not.
worst apology videos from bad to downright terrible. So let's begin by looking at RiceGum, whose trash apology went by the name of this dude.
Oh, there's 10? Oh, there's 10, never mind.
Mystery unboxing. RiceGum's apology referred to a different video from
Klein?
3 days prior, titled How I Got AirPods for $4, in which he'd promote a mystery box gambling site while making it sound as though the website was an easy way to make.
Is it okay to say that I don't understand why anyone watches RiceGum's videos or watched RiceGum's videos? He's kind of like fella because he doesn't really upload videos anymore. But he must still be like rich as dick, or else he'd come back and spaff out some more mediocre nonsense. Not that I don't spaff out mediocre nonsense from time to time, but I just don't get RiceGum. I think he got famous because he got women on call and like took their clothes off or something like that, or just harassed women. Things don't change. People still blow up from harassing women. They really stay the same, don't they?
Make money. Because RiceGum had a young audience, he'd be called out by H3H3 Productions and PewDiePie for promoting gambling to children, with RiceGum's response coming in the days following.
Promoting gambling to children? Dude, things really do stay the same. Oh my, time is a straight circle.
His apology began on terrible footing, as instead of admitting any kind of wrongdoing, he'd state that he was justified in doing the video as they paid him more than $100,000, before going on to state that he wasn't the first YouTuber to promote the website.
Okay, that's a hilarious way to apologize, being like, listen, guys, sorry. But to be fair, guys, they did pay me $100,000. Would you guys forgive me if I made a video scamming people? But they gave me 100 grand. Let's keep that in mind, everyone. They did give me 100 grand, so it's fine, right?
RiceGum then concluded the video by giving out multiple Amazon gift card codes.
There's nothing I can really do but say sorry and give you these Amazon gift cards, so I'm sorry.
Only each code had already expired by the time the video went live.
I've never heard RiceGum complete a sentence where I didn't think, oh god, ugh. I don't know how to describe that emotion in words. It's just the feeling of
Beginning your apology by bragging about money before going on to offer your audience some old expired gift cards definitely makes for a pretty poor apology. However, the video was short and sweet. It felt as though it was consistent with RiceGum's personality, and the argument about other YouTubers promoting the site before him was actually a pretty reasonable point. RiceGum was also smart enough to keep his cool throughout the whole video, which Shane Dawson wasn't able.
Alright, so let's rank his apology video. Was it not that bad, pretty awful, or should have never been uploaded? Honestly, when it comes down to it, probably wasn't that bad. Let's see. The thing that he transgressed on was that he promoted a gambling site. That's bad. But the video itself, probably, actually no, I'm gonna put him pretty awful. Promoting gambling to kids, that's some pretty bad stuff. But if you promote gambling of any kind, then you're probably promoting gambling to kids, especially because a lot of people on YouTube have a primarily kids audience. Even if they don't realize it, they do. So if you do any kind of gambling promotion on YouTube, that's bad. The video in and of itself, it was probably fine.
Whose incredibly volatile state led to YouTube's 9th worst apology video. Taking accountability began with Shane stating that—
Is this the one where he apologizes for saying that he fucked his cat or something?
Emotionally chucking on a webcam and apologizing was stupid and childish.
And that is stupid. That is something that a child does, not something that a 31-year-old man does. That's not good.
Although this is exactly what he'd do over the following 20 minutes. Shane was apologizing for the jokes he'd made during his 10-year YouTube career, and although he'd state that he was simply laying out his feelings, the whole video used manipulative language and felt as though it was coming from a point of total desperation.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to anybody that saw that. It's something that I shouldn't even be able to get out of. I should lose everything for that.
Shane used all the classic—
Well, no. Okay, if you say, no, I should use everything, it's like you're trying to be a martyr. You're trying to throw yourself in the fire. Be like, no, take me, destroy me. I am worthless. I am not deserving of redemption. it's way too...
Buzz phrases such as, I will educate
It's way too
myself
martyr me
and I will
language.
do better, and I don't know who that person is anymore. And therefore, the whole video just feels like a pathetic template to get hate off his back, as opposed to a personalized video with his own terminology to apply to his specific situation. The hypocrisy
Made by a
continued
PR
into
company.
the end of the video when Shane stated that being defensive was a poor way to make changes.
I'm gonna go on the defensive. And that's not a good way to live, and it's not a good way to grow.
Yet he seemed completely unaware that his entire video was defensive in response to the drama that he had found himself in. However, at least Shane didn't insinuate that his audience was stupid, as when the Fine brothers up
Okay, so I'm gonna say that that probably wasn't that bad. I don't think there was any harm that came from it. It probably didn't help his case all that much, but it didn't really harm it all that much either. People probably watched it and was like, oh, it was kind of a terrible apology video. So it's kind of harmless. And he was apologizing for jokes that he'd made in his previous 10 years, which, you know, we all grow. We all make jokes that we don't like in the past. And depending on how long you're on the internet, you're going to have some more edgy stuff when you're younger. Obviously, it's going to be the case. Not that that excuses any of that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's not the worst thing that you could do in the world. And it probably was a pretty inoffensive video. So I'll put it in not that bad.
uploaded their awful apology that
He never F his cat. You can say allegedly. Oh, allegedly. Sorry. He allegedly F his cat.
accidentally insult the entirety of YouTube.
I remember this. This was huge deal back in the day. I can't believe they tried to do this. I hope he explains it fully.
The reaction genre on YouTube with their Kids React series, and will post a video in early 2016 simply titled React World, in which it sounded like the Fine brothers were trying to copyright any kind of YouTube reaction video. As a result of their poorly crafted concept, they'd receive hate from every corner of the internet, prompting what we're now calling the 8th worst apology in YouTube.
What they tried to do is they tried to copyright the word react, and depending on whether they would actually do this or they just communicated it in a really bad way, essentially what they wanted to have happen is every single reaction video to anything they would take a slice out of, and they wanted to do it in a way where they could promote reaction videos and create a world where there's a ton of reaction videos from a ton of different creators, but they were going to take a slice out of every single pie that they could possibly find after trademarking the word react. And they ended up deleting their apology video because it was so bad.
YouTube history. The apology began with the Fine brothers admitting that their video was worded poorly and that they never planned on trying to copyright YouTube's reaction genre.
First and foremost, we're sorry for confusing people by using terminology like our react format. We were never trying to say that every video where someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control.
However, despite stating this, the two would then go on to explain that they had taken down other reaction content in the past, while continuing to imply that the audience was stupid for being unable to comprehend the concept laid out in their initial React World video.
Just because we have or might get trademarks doesn't mean we're going to run around and start taking down videos.
We're sorry.
Oh my god, I hate this. He's talking to his audience like they're 5 years old. And he's trying to explain a concept that doesn't make any sense. That you'd already taken down reaction videos, even though you don't own reaction videos. You can't own someone having a reaction to someone. And even if you're implying that you're taking down reaction videos that are so similar to your own, essentially taking your thing exactly where you have people sit in front of a PC and then you ask them questions afterwards. Even if it's exactly the same, I don't know if you can really justify taking that down with copyright strikes. And the fact that you couldn't communicate that you weren't going to take down all the reaction videos and just ones that were very much like yours, you shouldn't have even uploaded the video in the first place. You need to get like a PR person. They have a massive company. They have like the biggest company on YouTube at the time, and they couldn't manage to communicate this properly. You think they'd have like some kind of PR person that would come in and write the whole video for them, but apparently not.
That you're too stupid to understand how this works is basically the sum of this apology in one sentence. So yeah, classic arrogant non-apology. At the end of the day,
they should not have uploaded this one at all. They were talking to their fan base like they were children that had 0 brain cells, that had lobotomy. Children that had lobotomy and their eyes removed and ears.
Slightly, as their initial mistake wasn't all that big of a deal. However, the same couldn't be said for Travis Scott, who posted the 7th worst apology after 10 people died at his Astro World concert.
Oh, dude, this was recent, wasn't it?
2021. And despite everybody in the crowd chanting to stop the show, Travis Scott continued, which ultimately resulted in the 10 fatalities alongside 500 other injuries.
This is insane.
As the news of the tragedy began to go viral,
I can't believe we went from someone wanted to trademark the word react to someone got 10 folk killed.
Was planning his apology and would take to Instagram with somewhat of an unconventional approach. He was seemingly trying to avoid having his face clickbaited by the media, and
so essentially what happened at the concert was everyone went to the concert. It was a standard concert, except the safety procedures were not followed at all. And there was a lot of people and they were getting crushed in. And everyone was like, okay, like stop the concert. And he just kept going because he didn't care. He was up, he was safe, he was whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Let's fucking go, boys. He must have either not known that it was so serious or he just didn't care that it was so serious. But 10 people end up getting crushed and killed. And then afterwards, he does this.
Therefore recorded a short video in black and white under bad lighting from a bad angle with his eyes closed and his hand covering his face for the majority of the video. This was certainly a 200 IQ play. However, it also made for an extremely terrible, unpleasant viewing experience and resulted in comments such as, Travis Scott is clearly much more focused on his headache than his apology, as well as he gave his forehead more respect than the people who died of a horrible, painful death as a direct consequence of his inaction.
I can't believe this guy's still going around like making music and doing concerts and stuff. I mean, why would you go to a Travis Scott concert? There's a higher percentage of you dying if you go to a Travis Scott concert than like any other artist. It's being risky.
The words he used in the video weren't much better either, because as highlighted by this comment, his apology is basically, damn, that's crazy.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated. I could never imagine.
Dude, he looks like he's tired. He looks like he's about to yawn.
Being like this just happening.
The funniest part is that
he's like, that's the dude. If you're gonna film an apology video to people that fucking died at your concert, by the way, don't look like you're about to go to bed. Don't look like it's bedtime. Don't look like you're about to crawl up and go snoozies with your cat.
In his apology, Travis is talking like he wasn't there. It's like the dude just woke up and was like, oh man, people died at Travis Scott's concert.
Literally, it sounds like he's like, oh man, dude, I just heard about what happened. It's crazy. I can't believe something like that could happen. That seriously. Anyway, shout out to their family.
The apology was certainly bizarre. However, it wasn't nearly as strange.
No, that you literally should never have posted that. How are people that have so much money and such big audiences, how do they not have PR people that are coming in and telling them, hey, we'll take care, we'll tell you what to do, we'll tell you what to say, don't go on like a random Instagram live and start spaffing out nonsense when you're about to go to bed.
As the 6th worst apology by simply Kenna, who became YouTube's first creator to apologize in the form of a poem. The apology came in response to being called out for plagiarism and
I don't remember
as an overcompensation for trying to be original. Simply Kenna wrote a 3.5-minute poem using nothing but incredibly deep metaphor.
Am I a human? Am I a monster? Or am I something in between?
Now, to Kenna's credit, the poem was pretty well written. However, using it to apologize felt like an unbelievably strange move. The whole point of an apology is to be sincere. To write a poem, rehearse it. Those
I'm getting
facial
whiplash.
expressions and
How the fuck are we going from 10 dead to this?
background music, babe, that's not sincere. An apology in poetry is me in my rawest form, even though I'm not raw at all, because I rehearse this instead of just talking to you guys naturally. That poem is so corny. Still trying to be aesthetic in an apology video. The video was so bad that Kenna then posted.
She'd be like, yo, I'm sorry I plagiarized from you. I'll never get over it. Not even in 2 years when I look back on this moment. It'll haunt me like a ghost. I will never have atonement.
Another apology video to say sorry for the first one, and as summarized by this comment, if you have to make an apology video for an apology video, it might be time to take a break from YouTube.
Wait, no, that's funny though. Like she got accused of plagiarizing. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. I didn't have a picture of her. If I had a picture of her, I would put it in not that bad. Honestly, more than anything else, it's kind of funny.
However, at least Simply Kenna had the chance to take a break voluntarily, as when T Martin
She got aesthetic for it as well. She put on her branch crown to read a poem about how she stole things from someone else.
As when T Martin
that's funny, man.
his awful apology, the audience stopped watching completely. In the lead
I
up to
remember
what
this
we're calling
one.
The 5th worst.
This is the OG of apology videos. This is the meme. This is the meme when you come in, you sit down, you have the sad music in the background, you go, didn't want to have to make this video, guys. Anyway, where's my cute dog? Gonna hold on to the cute fluffy pet of some size or variety. I really messed up this time, guys. Anyway, I'm in my mansion right now. This is the OG. This is the original.
Apology in YouTube history. Team promoted a website called CSGO Lotto, claiming that he found the site at random and was able to use it to win expensive CSGO items. Although it wouldn't be long before Team was exposed as being one of the owners of the website, prompting the now infamous I'm sorry video.
Did he even delete it? The only remnant of it is Critical's reaction to it.
Began on fake manipulative footing as Team
He literally brings his dog and he's like, how am I gonna do this, Brad? Or Buster or whatever his dog's name is. He's like, how am I gonna do this? Oh, it's gonna be really hard for me to do this in my big mansion with my cute dog that loves me.
They're talking to his dog about how difficult the video was going to be.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
However, it's hard to tell exactly how the video was supposed to be difficult, as Team
There's the big sign, there's the sign!
Sit there and spend 2 minutes telling the audience how dumb they were.
My connection to CSGO Lotto has been a matter of public record since the company was first organized in December of 2015.
It was a matter of public records. I never said it, and I definitely didn't disclose it in any of the videos or the description, that it was a matter of public record. The only thing you need to do to find out that I was connected to CSGO Lotto is not look at my description because I didn't put it there, not watch the video because I didn't say it in the video. You just have to look up the company on Company's House or whatever the US equivalent is, and then see that my name is listed under the co-founders. That's all you had to do. So realistically, guys, it's actually your fault.
This is and always has been a clearly stated policy.
He barely even apologized. He's putting the blame on the people for not understanding. WTF. He basically called his fans stupid. I love how he
Which, to be fair, they were likely 8 years old, which means they are stupid.
Apologize and basically
does not
just
defend
said
him,
it's
though.
our fault. It didn't help that Team decided to film the apology in the entryway to his mansion with his expensive truck sitting just outside the window, but at least he was smart enough
flexing
to
on
flaunt
them
his wealth subtly, as the Liver King's terrible.
Oh, dude, that was so, okay, for being the OG one, I'd say it's pretty awful. I can't say that it never should have been uploaded, because if it was never uploaded, we would have no apology video genre on YouTube. It was the original. It was the #1. The Liver King apology is so funny, though.
Apology began with him blatantly bragging about how much money he had. Prior to the Liver King confession, he'd consistently reiterated that his physique was natural, although when More Plates, More Dates uploaded a video showing that this wasn't true, the Liver King felt the pressure to apologize. The Liver King would begin his apology by
The Liver King is a man that could crush his skull, or your skull, between his biceps. And every time, everywhere he went, he promoted this like healthy lifestyle. He's like, all you gotta do is eat liver. You just gotta eat liver, live natural, and you'll be big like me. I'm 100% natural. Doing roids is not primal. I live a primal, natural lifestyle. I get out in the sun, and I eat liver, and I do 2 workouts a day. And that's how I look like this. And if you do that, then you will look like me too. I would never do trend. I would never do any kind of roids. That's not primal. Turns out he did steroids.
Bragging about being rich.
Before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous.
Before going on to try and convince the audience that he never planned on becoming famous.
And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye.
Despite having grown the brand using his face, name, and image.
Bearing in mind, he is apologizing for just lying constantly. In his apology for lying constantly, he comes out and says, I am rich and I have lots of money and I never expected to get this famous, but I am famous and I'm rich now. And there's nothing I could have done to stop me from lying constantly.
Image as the most recognizable feature. The Liver King then goes on to claim that his persona was nothing more than an experiment to help struggling teenagers.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive.
Which felt like
the crazy submissive. What? What I was gonna say. The crazy thing is, like, he's not wrong about like young men feeling lost, and there's definitely a big issue about a lot of young men feeling like they aren't being cared for in the way that a lot of other groups are. But what does that have to do with lying about doing steroids? He's like, I had to lie about doing steroids because there are young men that feel like they have no aim in life and they don't know where to go. So I had to lie about doing steroids.
Like a cliche cop-out to shift the blame from what he was being accused of. The beginning of the apology was bad, the magnitude of the initial lie was bad, and the need for the apology was almost non-existent in the first place. However, because the Liver King was able to finish the video with a couple of reasonable points, he's avoided being any higher on this list. Besides, it's almost
No, I think that was pretty awful. Oh, I don't have the Liver King picture. I would put him in pretty awful. It was, again, it's not the most harmful thing in the world. The apology video was ridiculous, though. I feel like he had to post something. Again, why do these rich people that are super famous and rich, they don't have PR people? They don't have people telling them what to do. What's going on?
To have an apology worse than the one posted by Social Repose. The video
who's this?
uploaded after his
I don't know who this is. I thought that was PewDiePie for a second.
Girlfriend publicly accused him of cheating, so naturally Social Repose wanted to share his side of the story, doing so in a video titled I'm an Idiot. The apology began with the most unemotional attempt at saying sorry.
I understand what I did. I understand that it's pretty wrong and heinous, and like I said, I messed up.
He looks bored.
I do deeply regret it.
Before he'd go on to explain that
okay, he looks like he's reading from a script, but there's nothing wrong about reading from a script if you're doing an apology video, but he looks like he's bored. He looks like he's like, can I like get this over with? I want to go like cheat again.
He had cheated in his previous relationship.
I did cheat on her, just like I did my ex-girlfriend.
And it was therefore the girlfriend's fault for not knowing that he was going to cheat again.
And she kind of took me on with the thought that she could fix me, and that everyone did warn her, and I couldn't stay faithful. And
what is it with these people and making apology videos where they just blame everyone but themselves? If you're gonna make this video, you at least have the common sense to take accountability here.
Throughout the video, Social Repose seems so proud of how broken he is as a person.
Clearly, I have a lot of deep-seated issues. I have a lot of—
Oh no, he's one of those like cringe, edgy teenagers that's like, yeah, I've got problems. I've got a lot of problems. Yeah, I'm just that kind of guy. I don't think anyone can fix me. I'm so special and I'm so unique. I'm broken on the inside, guys. I hate that. You're turning your flaws into things that you think makes you cool. Except when a 15-year-old does that or a 16-year-old does that, it's kind of cringe. If a 25-year-old man does that, I don't know how old he is in this, maybe 24. Potentially. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. He looks 30. If you're 30 years old and you're doing that, then you just need to get jail immediately.
Problems.
Which was justified in his own head, as he apparently had this incredible YouTube channel.
I'm so deeply entrenched in Social Repose just as an entity that it comes first. It comes before all my love and relationships and even family to an extent. This is my life. I've chosen.
Wait, is he saying that he had to cheat on his girlfriend because he's a YouTuber?
Isn't it?
However, at least Social Repose made some attempt at saying sorry, as SiennaAnime's apology.
Did he make some? I don't know if he did. That should never have been uploaded. I don't know where he's going with that
so
one.
Bad that
I don't know who this is.
To question if she was even saying sorry at all. SiennaAnime was one of TikTok's fastest growing creators until another TikToker accused her of assault, after which she'd take a break from the internet and return with what we're calling the second worst apology in YouTube history. It began with the explanation that taking a month off social media was the most difficult month of Sienna's life, before she'd go on to state that her life was to post TikTok dances and untouched photos of herself. Throughout the video, Sienna implied that her youth excused her from any wrongdoing, although the worst part was that she never even apologized, and rather spent more than half of the video playing what she called a relatable Sam Smith song, while doing a choreographed dance with the goal of inspiring her audience. The stupidity of the apology is best summarized by this comment reading, "The fact that she and her team watched this and said, yeah, this is a good idea is hilarious to me. All of them together make one brain cell." Although Sienna's one
What? I don't even have any words for that. She assaulted someone, and her response was, "I really like this Sam Smith song, so I'm gonna dance to it now. I hope this inspires you." What? That's so silly. Why did she post that? I don't know. I've never even heard of that poster before.
Was still significantly more than the amount that Laura Lee had when she'd posted.
I don't know who this is either.
The worst.
Wait, where's PewDiePie's apology videos? Oh, where's Logan Paul's, man? Where is the severe and consistent lapse in judgment video? Come on, like you gotta get Logan Paul in there.
YouTube history. Laura Lee posted the apology in response to some old tweets, although she would have been significantly better off remaining silent.
Oh, 11 million views. Oh my god. Okay, old racist tweets. How old were they? What are we talking about? How racist were they? What are we looking at here?
There was nothing within this video that wasn't a complete travesty. She'd spend the first 30 seconds talking about nothing besides how difficult the video was going to be.
In this video, it's been so hard, so much positive, hard, it's probably the hardest things I've ever
never done.
Before going
Okay, if you're gonna fake cry, you have to at least make it look convincing other than just like just getting the tears out. Because if you're looking bored into the camera and you're just kind of like looking around, you're like, it's so hard. It's the hardest thing that I've ever done. And you don't actually look sad, then no one's gonna believe you. You're not a very good actress. I could probably fake cry more than this. I don't even know if I could. I feel like I could.
Before going on to completely lose it on camera, while implementing all the classic phrases such as "I'm so sorry to disappoint you all, and I know that I'm better than that." Laura Lee cried and apologized, then cried and apologized some more. Although in the process, the audience noticed that there were no.
Dude, she looks so. I usually hate it when people call each other fake, and they're like, "Oh, you're being fake. You're being fake right now." This is very much. It's just manufactured. It's not real. This is not real emotion. This is someone trying. This is an android. This is what ChatGPT looks at like when it's trying to create its sadness. In fact, I think that AI now could create a better vision of sadness on a human face than this person can.
Tears coming out of her eyes. Is this an audition? I see no tears. Literally no tears coming from her eyes, yet she keeps wiping away.
Good thing she's not an actress.
I think she forgot to buy the eye drops. After everybody came to realize that—
Yeah, look, she's not even crying. There's no tears there. This is just... What is going on?
That Laura Lee wasn't even crying. She'd take a month
Wait,
off
did she
YouTube
heart the comments?
That Laura Lee forgot to buy the eye drops. After everybody her eyes, yet she kept eye wiping away. I think she forgot to take
she didn't heart the comment.
to reflect, after which she'd return with an apology video for her initial apology, where she'd conclude the drama with more NPC YouTube apology dialogue.
I have changed so much as a human being. I have grown so much through the situation.
Bro, come on, why is no one can make a good apology video? That first one, I mean, that's funny. You shouldn't have uploaded that. That's funny though. I can't believe we didn't get Logan Paul in this, or we didn't get like the PewDiePie apology video or anything like that. I hope you don't have to make one, and I hope I don't have to make one, and I hope Sonny V2 doesn't have to make one either, because who knows, maybe one day he will. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye.